My name is Maddie, and my partners are Grant, Rachel, and Zeke, and we did our video on bending the curve of the ozone. Planetary boundaries are the limits set by humanity that should not be crossed without expecting wide scale problems. Of the 9 planetary boundaries, we chose ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is the term used to describe the thinning of the ozone layer in the stratosphere. Ozone depletion happens when the balance between the destruction and the production of the ozone layer tips. The ozone layer is a filter that takes in UV rays. If the ozone layer becomes smaller or decreases, it will lead to an increase in UVB rays that can reach the Earth's surface. UVB rays are the UV rays that can burn us. If an increase of UVB rays reaches the ground, it can cause a disruption in biological processes. Substances that generally cause ozone depletion are chlorine, fluorine, bromide, carbon, hydrogen. Some human produced ozone depletion gases are chlorofluorocarbon and carbon tetrachloride.
Some examples of equipment used in the measurement of ozone are the ozone sound, the device carried by weather balloons that captures and analyzes air. Also, UV light detectors that measure how much UV radiation makes it through the atmosphere, and also high-altitude aircraft that take measurements of the stratosphere. There is current research going on to create more accurate computer models in order to predict future changes in the ozone layer. An example of one such model is CLAMS, developed by the Jülich Research Center in Germany to simulate real-time changes in ozone density.
An organization that is currently taking a proactive role in the protection of the ozone layer is the United Nations, since the Vienna Convention for the Protection of the Ozone Layer. 1985 marked the beginning of the study into the ozone science research at a national level. Specifically in Australia, ozone research and data collection has been carried out by mainly the Bureau of Meteorology, the Australian Arctic Division, and a plethora of universities.
30 years later, on September 15, 2015, a political vow to manage hydrofluorocarbons was agreed upon under the Montreal Protocol. This was a gigantic success for the environment, as it was agreed that ozone-depleting chemicals would be phased out of large-scale use. Because of this agreement, CFCs will pose even less of a danger to our ozone layer. Those who have ratified this treaty include all members of the UN, as well as the Cook Islands and the European Union. Bending the curve for ozone depletion has many positive short-term and long-term effects to look forward to. It's been estimated that up to 2 million cases of skin cancer could be prevented each year, along with less cases of eye cataracts. The Montreal Protocol success can also serve as inspiration for the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which will be held in New York, while also boosting the morale for the collective effort on climate change